I was in the hospital for emergency surgery. I texted my family the room number. For 3 days, I sat alone with machines beeping. No one came. Then I saw my brother's Instagram. Family brunch with everyone. Mom was smiling in every photo. I checked out early and blocked every number. The first thing I remember after waking up was the ceiling tile with a crack shaped like a lightning bolt. I stared at it longer than I should have because it gave me something steady to look at while everything else felt loose and floaty. My mouth tasted like metal. There was a machine next to me making a soft, steady beep that didn't match my breathing. I kept trying to swallow, and nothing happened. A nurse noticed my eyes were open and said my name like she was testing if I was really there. Evan. Hearing it out loud made it real in a way I wasn't ready for yet. She told me the surgery went fine, that they caught it in time, that I was lucky I came in when I did. She asked if I wanted her to call anyone. I told her I'd text my family myself once my hands stopped shaking. I was admitted through the emergency room the night before, after doubling over on my apartment floor, convinced it was just food poisoning until the pain started coming in waves that made my vision blur. They moved fast after that. Lights, forms, someone cutting my shirt because I couldn't sit up, a doctor explaining things while already walking away. I remember nodding like I understood, even though I didn't. Once I was settled in my room, I sent a group text. Mom, Dad, my brother Liam, my aunt, who always said to keep her in the loop. I typed the room number, the hospital name, and a short message saying I'd had emergency surgery and was stable now. I added a little joke at the end about hospital food being terrible because that's what I do when I don't want people to worry. Mom replied first with a heart emoji and said she was glad I was okay. Dad said he was tied up but would check in later. Liam didn't say anything at all. I figured it was late. People were asleep. I put my phone down and let the meds pull me under. The next morning, sunlight came through the blinds in thin stripes that landed across the foot of the bed. My phone was still on the tray table where I'd left it. No new messages. A nurse came in to check my vitals and asked if anyone was coming to visit. I said, maybe later, trying to sound casual. She nodded like she'd heard that answer 1,000 times. Hours passed in a way that didn't feel like hours. Meals came and went. A doctor stopped by and explained what they'd done in more detail, drawing a quick sketch on the back of a glove wrapper. He asked if I had support at home for when I was discharged. I said yes without thinking. It felt easier than explaining. I texted the group again that afternoon. Just a quick update. Still here. Pain manageable. Let me know if anyone wants to stop by. I watched the screen for the little typing bubbles that never came. My mom reacted with a thumbs up this time. That was it. By the second night, the quiet started to press in. The machines didn't stop beeping, even when I slept. Someone down the hall cried for a long time, then went quiet. I kept my phone face up, charging like it might ring if I stared at it hard enough. When it didn't, I started noticing stupid things. The way the tape pulled at my arm hair. The dent in the mattress where I kept sliding to one side. The smell of antiseptic mixed with whatever they were cooking for dinner. I tried calling my mom the next morning. It rang until voicemail. I didn't leave a message. I told myself she was busy, that maybe she was driving, that maybe she'd call back in a bit. She didn't. I texted Liam directly, asking if he got my messages. An hour later, it still said delivered, but not read. That afternoon, a nurse helped me shuffle to the bathroom for the first time. I caught my reflection in the mirror and barely recognized myself. Pale, stubble, uneven hospital bracelet dangling off my wrist like it belonged to someone else. When I got back to bed, my phone buzzed. For a second, my chest lifted. It was Instagram. A notification that Liam had posted a new story. I didn't even mean to open it at first. My thumb just moved. The first photo was a table covered in plates. Pancakes, eggs, fruit arranged neatly like it was for a magazine. The next slide was a group shot. Mom leaning into Dad, smiling wide. Liam with his arm around our aunt. Everyone there. Everyone but me. The caption said, Family Brunch. Finally, all together. I stared at it until the screen dimmed. Then I tapped it again and watched it a second time. Like maybe I'd missed something. Like maybe there was an empty chair in the corner I hadn't noticed. There wasn't. My hand started shaking so badly, I had to put the phone down. The machine next to me picked up the change and started beeping faster. A nurse poked her head in and asked if I was okay. I nodded because I didn't trust my voice. I don't remember crying. I remember my jaw locking up and my eyes burning. But mostly, I remember feeling very small in that bed, surrounded by plastic rails and thin blankets, while my family ate pancakes together a few miles away. I texted the group one last time. I said I saw the photos. I said I'd been here alone for 3 days. I asked if there was a reason no one could come by even for 5 minutes. The message sat there. Read receipts popped up one by one. No one replied. The next morning, I asked about discharge. The doctor looked surprised because it was earlier than planned. He asked if I had somewhere safe to go. I said yes again. He warned me I'd need to take it easy, that I shouldn't be alone the first night. I signed the papers anyway. When the nurse came back with the forms, she asked if someone was picking me up. I said I'd take a rideshare. She hesitated, then helped me gather my things. As she walked me down the hallway, she chatted about the weather like this was any other day. I nodded at the right places and focused on putting one foot in front of the other. In the lobby, I sat on a bench and waited for the car to arrive. I blocked my mom's number first, then my dad's, then Liam's, then the rest of them, one by one, until the phone felt quieter in my hand. I've been home for a few days now. My apartment is messier than I remember leaving it. There's still mail on the counter I haven't opened. The fridge is almost empty because I haven't had the energy to go shopping. Sometimes I reach for my phone out of habit, then remember there's no one on the other end. Part of me feels relieved. Part of me feels like I overreacted. I keep replaying it, wondering if I expected too much, if I should have spelled it out more clearly, that I needed someone there. I don't know if cutting them off was self-preservation or just me running away. I don't know what to do next. Do I reach out again and explain how much it hurt? Or do I accept that I already have my answer and build something different without them? I'm still sore, still tired, still trying to make sense of how 3 days can change the way you see your whole family. Any advice would help because right now I'm not sure which part of this hurts more.